Hola, Tropicans! It's me, Lulu, your radio host, with a very short message. Come join me at the Jolly Roger Beach Bar. Don't just sit there and listen to some boring old radio. All you lonely souls out there, this is Lulu, your radio host at the Jolly Roger Bar and Radio. Stay tuned for the best Tropico can offer, or even better, come and join me for a drink on the beach. Come out, and live it up. The weather is fine and the sea fantastico. Time for fiesta, people! El Presidente is here at the Jolly Roger. I was really hoping to interview our glorious leader. But when I asked him what's in his head, he said rum and cola mostly. Pure Zen! I have never heard such wisdom from any other leader. Tropicans, welcome to our own bright future. Our independence brought us freedom, El Presidente, and the Jolly Roger Bar and Radio, with me, Lulu, as your host. Viva la Independencia Tropico! No more shall we wear the shackles of European oppression. From now on, we shall wear nothing but our own Tropican shackles. Viva el Presidente! Ahoy there, mateys! This is Captain Lulu, Queen of the 7's, broadcasting from my piratey bar, the Jolly Roger. Arr! So, why all the pirate talk, I hear you ask? Just because everything is better with pirates. This is Lulu, your radio host. While some people prophesize that world wars are coming, not just one, but possibly two of them, I am here to assure you, my friends, that whatever happens, the Jolly Roger will always be here till the very end of time. In a heated debate, the communist and the capitalist argued whether the island's rum should be distributed among the thirsty according to their needs or be sold on the free market. Well, I'd hate to take sides and spoil their fun, so let me invite you to the Jolly Roger, where everyone is served according to their needs, as long as they pay for their drinks. If you think that the communists and the capitalists are a bunch of crazies fighting over stupid ideals, well, wait till you see the other guys. One lot of them walk around everywhere with loaded weapons, and the others, for the most part, refuse to drink alcohol in obscene quantities. People, where is our society headed? Does Tropico really need a large standing army to protect its sovereignty? Make love, not war. That's what I always say to those militarist warmongers. And if anyone really needs to prove how macho he is, he should join me here at the Jolly Roger and try to beat me arm wrestling. The religious citizens in Tropico declared their unified stance for peace, virtue, forgiveness, love, and upholding Christian values. Just add surfing to that list, and I'm on board. Ray! Well, people, you thought those world wars that we barely survived were bad. Welcome to the grim present of a possible nuclear apocalypse. Give me a break, people. They may call it Cold War, but we know war never changes. Hola, Tropicans! I have a wonderful new message for you. The times are a-changing, and it's Cold War time, people. Well, I don't know what that means, but it's always hot here on Tropico, so I guess we'll be fine. People everywhere are discussing whether we should just stick with the beaches and leave nature pristine and untouched, or build concrete sweatshops and spend our best years in back-breaking labor. Do you guys even need to think about that one? Dear listeners, this is where we should take a stand. Even I cannot sit by and watch how some people propose to destroy our nature, our very society. They propose that we should work. Have we come that far that we are ready to work now? Have we no dignity? Have we no liberty? Have we not the best of weather on the best of beaches? Join the environmentalists, and you'll get a cocktail discount at the Jolly Roger. Hola, people! There are some industrialists out there spreading lies, saying that if we do not get off the beach and go straight to the factory, we will die poor. Well, I can tell them that it's a blatant lie. The more people come to the beach, the more drinks I sell. Can't you see that having fun is the economic backbone of Tropico? The next song is for all the righteous boys and girls in the environmentalist movement who keep fighting the good fight to preserve Tropica nature and wildlife. We may have had our disagreements, but I'm actually on your side, dear environmentalists. Just take care to stay on the safe end of my rifle scope during hunting season. Modern times have finally arrived in Tropico. Boy, have I been waiting. Better surfboards, plastic surgery, nicer swimsuits, better cocktails, and above all, a new culture embracing travel, adventure, and daydreaming. It's so cool and new, it feels like the 60s all over again. Dear listeners, the Cold War is officially over. Congratulations, we won! The USA and the USSR failed to annihilate each other and everyone else in a global conflict. I'm putting that down as a win in my book. Rejoice, Tropicans! We will have elections within a year. The opposition has come up with a new slogan this year, Vote Else. Or Presidente. Hola, Tropicans! We will have elections within a year. And the opposition has come up with a new slogan. If you must waste your vote on someone, don't waste it on El Presidente. Good news, Tropicans. We will have elections within a year. The opposition has come up with a new slogan. Vote for the lesser evil. It's official. We will have elections within a year. The opposition has come up with a new slogan. Tired of dictatorship? We sure are. Good evening, Tropico. We will have elections within a year, and the opposition has come up with a new slogan. If you vote El Presidente, you are not allowed to complain afterwards. As the new debate between the nationalists and the globalists rages on, I am putting myself firmly in the second camp. I welcome everyone to the beach and Jolly Roger, regardless of age, sex, ethnicity, religion, or even surfing skills. The only requirement is that you are cool or good-looking. Or both. To every Tropican who had high hopes of being able to cast their vote today and feels disheartened, come over to the Jolly Roger and try my new bittersweet cocktail that I call Tropican Democracy. Salud! Good morning, Tropico! The sun is shining, the birds are singing. Outside the palace, the mob is demanding elections. And inside, El Presidente is demanding that they stop. Just another day for you and me in paradise. Hola, Tropicans! I know what you are all talking about. Yeah, how about those elections, huh? El Presidente has won. Totally fair and square with no cheating whatsoever. This 100% honest, squeaky clean election has renewed my faith in the young Tropican democracy and our bright future. A close victory for El Presidente this time. Still he is victorious, and the escape boat that General Penultimo so diligently prepared will have to wait for next term. Today, our beloved Presidente won the election so convincingly that I hear he had to rig the ballot count in favor of his opponent, just to make them look more plausible for the defenders of democracy overseas. Fellow Tropicans, sharpen your pitchforks, light your torches, and bring your machetes! Whether you are defending the regime or fighting against it, it's going to be one hell of a party! Ay, 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 ay! This next song is for all our brave soldiers who tirelessly train to hone their battle skills. I have to say, these military drills have been getting disturbingly realistic recently. Oh my! Hola, dear listeners! I want you to wish my boyfriend Raul and his comrades luck in their upcoming surprise attack against our totalitarian regime. My heart is with you, Raul. For everyone who's always wanted to travel abroad but has found it too expensive, congratulations! Abroad seems to be coming to Tropico, armed and in great numbers. Still, I am confident that no foreign army will take over the palace while General Penultimo is there to defend it. To our brave boys who fought off the enemy, Viva Tropico! Viva el Presidente! To all you boys back on your boats on your way home, oh, I'd hope we could get to know one another better. But your stay was so brief, and you were so preoccupied with getting your asses kicked. Okay, folks, show's over. Everyone's had a good time, no? Some shots were fired, some words were said. If you're not dead or in prison or both, come down to the Jolly Roger and bury the hatchet. In the news, the rebels have made their way past the first defense lines of El Presidente's palace and are proceeding to surround it. Raul, if you are listening, I know it's not the best time, but I think we need to see other people. You'll always be my own special little rebel. Hola, Tropicans! Ooh, last night things got a bit wild between Marco and I, but I assure you the only collapsed roof we are responsible for is our own. You spilled your coffee all over your morning newspaper? The cat ate the hamster, and just when you were running late for work, you blew out a tire? Your day just can't get any worse, right? If your home's on the slopes of the big dormant volcano, well, this next song is for you. Well, folks, that was fun. Shake off the ash, put on your lavas, and come join me at the bar. Don't forget to try out my new shot cocktail, directly inspired by the recent eruption. I have a confession to make. I just came out of a train wreck of a relationship. Things started off pretty nice, but then derailed so violently that it left nothing behind but an ugly, disfigured hulk. Just like some buildings I've been seeing on the island lately. Fix them already! The ugly oil spill near our beaches forced even me to put the surfboard away for a while. What I always do with oil stains is clean them with beer and lime juice. However, dumping perfectly good beer in the ocean seems such a waste, so let's wait for an expert opinion on the matter. Temperatures are record high and rain has been record low. I'm sorry, fellow farmers, my rain dance just doesn't seem to work. Still, I can help you cure your dry throats. So join me at the Jolly Roger! Guys and girls, where are you going? The big wave is this way! Surf's up! Yeehaw! Well, people, this afternoon's beach twister contest will have to be postponed. Ironically, because there is a twister at the beach. Stay safe, everyone! Personal confession time! I've been to space once. Even before we had a space program. I was on the Russian space station with my then boyfriend Boris. After a wild weekend, they had to shut it down and build a new one. But he wasn't really my type. And besides, long-term relationships never work out. Our very own Tropican cabaret offers fun, passion, dance, glee, and scantily clad women galore. It is like a small-scale Jolly Roger for city folk. I understand a new TV station has been built. Why all the fuss, people? If you want pictures with your news that badly, just lay back, listen to me, and picture me drinking a glass of milk as some of it runs down my chin from my big, soft lips. I want to dedicate this next song to my ex-boyfriend Reggie, who left me to join the army because I quote, "They'll treat me better there." I am truly sorry for that unfortunate shopping trip, Reggie, wherever you are now. At least you won't get bitten by an alligator. I remember my own high school years. I was an acne-covered menace back then. The head cheerleader once stole my jock boyfriend Raul, so I made her eat her own pom-poms. Then I said to Raul, "You can't dump me, I'll dump you," and promptly pushed him in a cesspit. Luckily, I've changed for the better since then. College time in Tropico! I have fond memories of college. Once we shaved a goat's butt and taped it to a flagpole, and then set the college on fire to illuminate the goat better. Oh, good times. Try the new antidepressant from Tropico Chem, the company that puts you ahead of profit. I used to be a sad and miserable person, but not anymore. Thanks to Chirinax, I can now smile and laugh. I am the life of every party. There are no known side effects, except pure joy. Join me at the supermarket for my new urban shopping survival course. Cart races, promotion hunts, herding bored kids on a sugar rush, surviving the Black Friday stampede. We've got it all. Remember, dear housewives, it's a jungle out there. Bring your own machete. Competition time. We've just had a new entry in our Most Annoying Sound in Tropico tournament from the newly constructed lumber mill. As you know, I'm the reigning champion with this sound. Try to top that, lumber mill. I just ordered a really big wardrobe from our new furniture factory. Do I really need another closet? Of course I do. I'm a woman, and I need a place to store all my skeletons. Have I ever told you about the time I ran away to join the circus? What a wonderful 2 years I spent there before they kicked me out for being too crazy. I miss my old friends. Freddie, if you're listening, welcome to town, and give Olga a yank on her beard. I was as excited as a schoolgirl when I learned that a dolphinarium had opened its doors here in Tropico. I think I'm beginning to understand the language of our ocean friends. It's early to state with any certainty, but I think the little guys are trying to thank us for something. And it's almost as if they are waving me goodbye. Are you sick of eating fresh fruit directly off the trees and bushes growing on our virgin island? Tired of the smell of freshly caught fish being cooked at a beachside barbecue? I know I'm not, but if you are, our beloved government has built a factory that stuffs those in tin cans and fills them with preservatives just for you. Now that a new observatory has been built, I expect my horoscope to become a touch more accurate. No offense, dear astrologers, but the last 20 times you said that I would find the love of my life turned out to be, well, just barely true. An old boyfriend of mine once said to me, "Baby, you can drive my car." And so I did. Truth be told, I haven't heard from him since. Pablo, I'm sorry I overreacted, and I hope you made it back to town. If you still want a car, you can now buy a nicer one, made in Tropico. We have a new science lab, and just in time too, as my cocktail repertoire badly needs an upgrade. Maybe I can share recipes and experience with the big brains there. I bet they can learn a thing or two from me as well. I was asked to tell you that red staplers are officially banned from our newly opened office building. For some unknown reason, they set off the fire detectors there. Is it just hot in here, or is it the new geothermal plant on the island? Neither, dear listeners. It's just the man of my dreams who will walk right through the door any minute now. Dream man, if you are listening, get your cute butt up here this instant. Tropican cigars are the healthiest cigars in the world. They are clinically proven to be beneficial for your lungs, vocal cords, nasal cavities, and pituitary glands. A Tropican cigar is guaranteed to make you look manlier, even if you are a woman. A shout out to the Tropican police who just got a new home. Officer Mendez, you know you can strip search me anytime. Also, you forgot your handcuffs. I kept them as a little memento. But if you need them, I could take your hat instead. I admit, fellow listeners, I am not one for cramped spaces, and while I can't say that these new apartments the government built for us are all that bad, well, let's just say that when a friend of mine was peeling onions for dinner, she made her neighbors cry. I am so glad that there is a new church on the island. Jesus taught us many important things like surfing and turn the other cheek. I often disregard that last rule and punch the guy instead. But I always feel guilty afterwards. I have proven scientifically that Tropican steel is the best in the world. Even my gut rot special needs 35 seconds to eat its way through an inch-thick plate. Why do we need clinics? Just grow a pair, people. I once had a whole sea urchin stuck in my foot. But did I go to clinic? No. Then, when an over-friendly llama attacked me while I was removing the urchin and I had to fight it off, did I go to clinic like a crybaby? No. And when I finally had to run across the entire island after the llama came back with his friends in stilettos? No. I just went to my secret rum stash and drank it all. Like all Tropicans should, instead of going to a clinic like a bunch of pansies. With the new jewelry factory opening doors, I find myself in a sentimental mood. Take my love, take my land, but don't you dare take away my shiny. My firefly brooch is my only memento of a lost love, a guy named Malcolm who was tragically killed by a particularly bad-tempered fox. I still remember you, Mal, and I will always love you. The new airport on our dear Tropico has some fond memories popping up. You see, I'm a proud member of a certain club, and now that commercial flight is a fact of life here as well, what are you waiting for, folks? Go have fun, do the mile high. We can share stories down at the Jolly Roger when you're back. The big topic of gossip this week is the secret recipe that our scientists use to make energy in the nuclear power plant. Some say the secret ingredient is uranium, while others think it's polonium and even thorium. Personally, I like to do things the way my ex-boyfriend Chuck taught me and crush atoms with my bare fists instead of using a shiny reactor. But you know how it is. Different strokes for different folks. You know what the new hospital means, ladies? Cute doctors. I think I may just get sick and catch me a good doctor real soon. When hunting doctors, you have to remember one thing. They scare easily. So you always have to wear excellent makeup as camouflage. All those poor helpless animals cramped away in the new factory farm. This is an atrocity. Hey, El Presidente, animals are people too. You should release them into the wild. Yes, I know they're tasty, but if you fancy a steak, you should hunt it down like nature intended. Ogling that hot, muscular football player down at the stadium? Me too, so back off, he's mine. But you can have his friends. Not the one with the chiseled chin, though. I'll keep him as a substitute. Summertime, fun time. How about going to the stadium? Remember, bring a bar of chocolate to throw at the cheerleaders. You don't know what fun is until you've seen a human pyramid explode when all the cheerleaders try to grab the chocolate at the same time. The fight between those poor skinny girls alone makes it worth the price of a ticket. I never have anything good to wear, so I'm really excited about the new fashion company in town. Only one problem before I go and get myself some sweet designer clothes. I have to free up some wardrobe space first. Oh, chocolate. I can't talk. Must eat. Oh, milky goodness. Oh, more. A new fast food franchise has just invaded our beloved island, and they are selling burgers. Burgers? If you don't have to outrun a cheetah to catch it, it's not fast food, people. Now, the Atlantic sailfish or the roadrunner, those are what I call fast food. I feel disheartened, dear listeners. What is the world coming to? We have to pay for food now? What next? Pay for love? Military drills start today. You know what that means, ladies. Come to the Jolly Roger quickly and get your front row seats to watch men in uniforms fight El Presidente's invisible enemies while you enjoy a refreshing mojito. And don't forget your binoculars! What do you think about this martial lore, fellow Tropicans? At first, I felt like a caged tiger, but now I try to look at the bright side. I don't find it too bad. I get to spend some quality time with Alex, my pet alligator, and my average relationship has doubled in length. Fiesta time, Tropico! Come over to the Jolly Roger and celebrate the bright future ahead of us as a nation. Tonight, the future is paying the tab. Our government may be out of debt, but that doesn't mean that all you freeloaders with mile-long tabs here at the Jolly Roger have any reason to rejoice. If even Tropico can pay its debts, I'm sure you can too. As rarely as I take sides on various issues, I have to voice my discontent with the Last Rights to Arms Amendment. If any cowboy waltzes into the Jolly Roger with any weapon more sophisticated than the common machete, I will personally tie them to the electric bull. Take this as a warning. Drinks and guns don't mix well. Party on, people! It's Fat Tuesday. By the edict signed by El Presidente himself, if someone gives you a necklace today, you are obliged to show them your pineapples in return. Prohibition Log Day 1. There is not enough milk in Tropico for all the mango and cocoa milkshakes needed for the emptiness that a single mug of grog could easily fill. Don't know how long I can survive. El Presidente, please. Hola, Tropicans! Our generous Presidente has found it in his heart to forgive our rebellious youth and has granted a general amnesty. Some criminals are being set free right now, while the luckiest of them are to be taken on a cruise vacation of indefinite duration, courtesy of the government. I was shocked by the recent revelations about one of the island's most prominent factions. I mean, based on their behavior in the Jolly Roger and in the bedroom. I had my doubts, but this is too much. Those poor, poor kittens. Rejoice, Tropicans! It is now official. that those doing well for themselves will pay a bit more in taxes, so that we will all share in their success and move hand in hand together towards prosperity as a people. El Presidente, our own modern-day Robin Hood. He takes from the rich and he gives to himself. In the spirit of our new industrialization policy, I have installed a conveyor belt to deliver drinks at the Jolly Roger. Salud! Hola, listeners! Let me tell you a secret. In an attempt to boost the domestic sunglasses industry, El Presidente has approved the launch of a new top-secret agency. Shh! Don't tell anyone. I had a really good time last night. Too good, maybe. I now have a tattoo. It says, Fernando. Who is Fernando? I would really like to know, but ay! One drink too many. Luckily, El Presidente, in his everlasting quest to improve lives, has promised us that nothing will go unseen or unrecorded from now on. Rejoice, Tropico! Foreign dignitaries are coming to our shores. Remember, don't you dare pickpocket any of them, or you risk starting World War III all by yourself. Listen up, people. A weird trend seems to have invaded Tropico. Sculptures of both rubber and plastic and various shapes and sizes seem to be selling like hotcakes. I have to admit that I am pleasantly surprised by this rather abstract hobby Tropicans have decided to adopt. In unrelated news, the contraception ban is active and in full force as of today. Big news, ladies! I am starting my own fashion line. In tune with current events, I will be offering barbed wire covered female underwear. It is better than the now forbidden methods of contraception. In unrelated news, biologists have observed some strange bird migration patterns. A huge flock of storks is moving towards the island of Tropico. It is set to arrive in 9 months. Curious. Starting today, flu shots and various vaccines can be received at your local clinic. But if you're afraid of needles or are just plain old-fashioned, my assortment of tequila-based shots and other strong immunizations are available at the Jolly Roger. Let's see any virus get anywhere near what I'm about to pour into myself. With the new changes in policy, we will have even more marriages in Tropico. Why not hold your wedding at the Jolly Roger? Perfect location and excellent service. We even have a special room where you can keep your in-laws locked away until the wedding is over. For a little extra, we will even throw away the key. New legislation allows people of the same sex to marry. This will soon lead to marriages between humans and animals and polygamy. I am all for those changes. I will finally be able to marry all my boyfriends so they belong to me and me alone. I will also be able to marry my toucan to my pet alligator Alex. Now that the radio is up and working again, I invite all of you who were on the beach during the nuke test to compare skin tans. I confess, I had a difference of opinion with our beloved El Presidente on some matters. But with his recent change of stance on some matters, I have only this to say. Tropico is the best country ever. I found genetically modified crops a huge disappointment. Turns out we don't grow fish fins after we eat them. They don't cause brain damage and won't horribly and permanently change our indigenous flora. Just about every exciting bad rumor we have heard about them isn't true. You can do better, scientists. You can do better. On your feet, Tropicans! With the Olympics coming here, it is paramount that we do our best to push for the disciplines closest to our hearts. Wave riding, beach partying, synchronized drinking, and my all-time favorite, swimsuit contest! Special prize today. Everyone who guesses a number of the current amendment to the Constitution wins a free drink. Anyone who has even the slightest idea what's in it will also get a drink, because he's definitely not drunk enough. Finally, the grand prize for the night and any other night. All cute guys get a free date with me. Out with the old and in with the new. El Presidente's legal team has finally tuned our constitution, so it is 53% better than the old one. It even uses one of those fancy serif fonts for the text. Dear El Presidente, next time you amend our constitution, could you please add in a bit where everyone is obliged to spend at least half their salary at the Jolly Roger? That would be a progressive law if ever there was one. Thank you in advance, glorious ruler. Many reports of electrical outages today. We even had some trouble here at the bar. The rodeo bull stopped working for half an hour until I caught 2 electric eels to power it up. To all my fellow Tropicans affected by the electrical shortages that seem to be plaguing Tropico at the moment, hey, don't be so gloomy. I'm sure you can find lots of fun things to do in the dark. I know I can. Hola, Tropico. While many of you don't have a whole lot of love for our El Presidente, I myself would argue that he could be doing worse. Okay, you could say that he could be doing better as well. Actually, one might even go as far as to say he could be doing a lot better and, well, not really that much worse. I hear some people are growing less and less fond of our beloved Presidente. If you trust and love me, you have to love El Presidente too. Okay, Mr. Secret Agent, I've read it. Now will you point that gun somewhere else and give me a kiss? It's official. Results from the feel-good poll clearly show that Presidente is the most popular name given to newborns, for both boys and girls. It's also the 3rd most popular name for pet chihuahuas. El Presidente has recently won 2nd prize in a popularity contest. I heard the first guy had to leave the island real quick, chased off by an angry mob of El Presidente's devoted fans. With the national treasury being at an all-time low, some analysts are saying that things cannot possibly get worse for Tropico. El Presidente reassured them that they actually can and will. With the national treasury being at an all-time low, some analysts are saying that things are bound to get better soon. El Presidente stepped in to say that things will be allowed to get better when it is best for Tropico, and not a day earlier. With the national treasury being at an all-time low, some analysts are saying they are unsure about our financial prospects at this point. El Presidente assured them that he will tell them what to think when the proper time comes. You know what they say, right? You know the economy is doing well when your dictator buys golden AKs for his palace guards. Tropico is rich, people! The treasury is overflowing, and I'm sure it's just a matter of time until El Presidente redistributes all the wealth among the general population. It isn't all about money, folks. The sun, the beach, the surf, and your pet alligator are way more important than material wealth. Still, it is nice to know that Tropico is financially secure at the moment. Rumor has it that El Presidente's personal bank account is one of the few man-made objects that can actually be seen from space. It might be an exaggeration, of course, as I'm not even certain that Switzerland can be seen from space. Congratulations to El Presidente, who has now been in office for 25 years. In all that time, he never once forgot to tip me when he visited the Jolly Roger. Truly, no country could desire a better leader than him. Congratulations go out to El Presidente, who has been in office for 50 years and is still going strong. I don't know what the world dictatorship record is, but I am optimistic that you can break it, Presidente. In the wake of the news that we have now reached a population of 100, I just want to say I am heartbroken that there are at least 2 people on the island who still haven't made their way to the Jolly Roger. You make me sad, you two. Don't you love me? I'm seeing lots of new faces around here lately. This is awesome, because I am all for meeting new people. Welcome to the Jolly Roger, newcomers. Drinking, partying, worshipping El Presidente, and having a good time are mandatory on our island. Whoa, it's getting a bit crowded around here. Tons of new faces on the island. As I speak, I have some strange guy sitting right next to me. I don't know where he came from and what he is doing here, but he is looking at me right now. Hey, creepy dude, I'm talking to you. All this talking about pollution and harming the environment, has everyone gone mad? I can't see any problem. I can't see anything further away than my hands. healthcare has become so bad that I now declare us finally free of the harmful influence of modern medicine. No more compulsory inoculations, no more tracking chips in our dental fillings, no more physician's oath keeping the cute doctors from dating you. Who cares about healthcare anyway? Tropicans complain that liberty in the nation is at an all-time low. I say emancipate yourself from mental slavery, for no one but ourselves can free our minds. And do you know what helps me emancipate myself? A drink at the beach, of course. I can see Tropico is becoming the tropical paradise it is supposed to be. More and more people are abandoning the hustle and bustle of city life to settle in shacks and live as one with nature. Right on, people. The beach is big enough for everyone, and my bar works 24/7 to satisfy all your worldly needs. I hear a lot of complaining from people about the lack of priestly attention lately. I can feel my spiritual needs tearing me up from the inside. I cry for salvation. Young priests! I've been sinning left and right, and I haven't confessed my sins to a young, muscular friar in quite a while.